45 kVA transformer cannot be installed within a Plenum-rated ceiling space. This is because transformers, by their inherent design and construction materials, do not meet the stringent requirements for Plenum-rated equipment. A plenum, in the context of building construction, refers to a separate space specifically designed for the circulation of environmental air. These spaces are often located above suspended ceilings or within raised floors. The purpose of a plenum is to facilitate the distribution of heated or cooled air throughout a building. Because plenums handle environmental air, any materials or equipment installed within them must meet strict fire safety standards. These standards are in place to prevent the spread of fire and toxic smoke in the event of a fire emergency. Plenum-rated materials are specifically tested and certified to have low smoke and flame propagation characteristics. This means that they will not readily burn or produce excessive amounts of smoke when exposed to heat or flame. This is crucial in a plenum space because any smoke generated could be rapidly distributed throughout the building via the air circulation system, posing a significant hazard to occupants. Transformers, on the other hand, typically contain materials such as oil, varnish, and various plastics that are not plenum-rated. In the event of a fire, these materials could release toxic fumes and contribute to the rapid spread of flames. Installing a non-plenum-rated transformer in a plenum space would therefore be a direct violation of building codes and a serious safety hazard. There are several key reasons why transformers are not plenum-rated. Firstly, the materials used in the construction are often combustible or produce excessive smoke when burned. Secondly, transformers generate heat during operation, which could potentially ignite nearby combustible materials. Thirdly, in the event of a transformer failure, there is a risk of arcing and sparking, which could also ignite a fire. Building codes and electrical codes, such as the National Electrical Code, or NEC, specifically address the requirements for installing equipment in plenum spaces. These codes typically require that all materials and equipment installed in plenums be listed and labeled as plenum-rated. This ensures that they have been tested and certified to meet the required fire safety standards. In some cases, it may be possible to install a transformer in a plenum space if it is enclosed in a fire-rated enclosure. However, the enclosure must be specifically designed and tested for this purpose and must meet all applicable building codes and electrical codes. It is important to consult with a qualified electrical engineer and local building officials to determine the specific requirements for your application. When dealing with electrical installations, it is crucial to adhere to established codes and standards to ensure safety and prevent potential hazards. In addition to the NEC, local building codes often have specific requirements for electrical installations, including those in plenum spaces. These codes are designed to protect building occupants and property from electrical hazards such as fire and shock. Always consult with local building officials and a qualified electrical engineer to ensure that your installation complies with all applicable codes and regulations. Attempting to circumvent these regulations can result in serious consequences, including fines, legal penalties, and, most importantly, potential safety hazards. The primary concern is the potential for fire and the spread of toxic smoke. In the event of a fire, the rapid distribution of smoke throughout the building could create a life-threatening situation for occupants. Therefore, it is essential to prioritize safety and adhere to all applicable codes and standards. Remember, electrical work can be dangerous, and it is always best to consult with qualified professionals. Do not attempt to perform electrical installations unless you have the necessary training and experience. Improper electrical work can result in serious injury, death, and property damage. It is also important to note that insurance companies may deny coverage for damages caused by improper electrical installations. Therefore, it is crucial to ensure that all electrical work is performed by qualified professionals and complies with all applicable codes and regulations. Here's a further explanation of the reasons why transformers are not typically plenum rated and the implications for their installation. Firstly, material composition. Transformers contain various materials that are not plenum rated, meaning they do not meet the stringent fire safety standards required for items installed in plenum spaces. These materials include insulating oils, varnishes, and plastics, all of which can release toxic fumes and contribute to the spread of fire if they ignite. Secondly, heat generation. Transformers generate heat during normal operation. If a transformer is not properly ventilated or is installed in a confined space, the heat can build up and potentially ignite nearby combustible materials. This is a particular concern in plenum spaces, where the air circulation system can quickly spread flames and smoke throughout the building. Thirdly, risk of electrical failure. Transformers are complex electrical devices that are susceptible to failure. In the event of a failure, there is a risk of arcing and sparking, which can ignite a fire. Plenum spaces often contain combustible materials such as paper, cardboard, and dust, which can easily be ignited by sparks. Fourthly, code compliance. Building codes and electrical codes such as the NEC specifically address the requirements for installing equipment in plenum spaces. These codes typically require that all materials and equipment installed in plenums be listed and labeled as plenum rated. This ensures that they have been tested and certified to meet the required fire safety standards. Installing a non-plenum rated transformer in a plenum space would be a direct violation of these codes. The NEC provides detailed guidance on the installation of electrical equipment in various locations, including plenum spaces. The NEC defines a plenum as a compartment or chamber to which one or more air ducts are connected and which forms part of the air distribution system. The NEC specifies that equipment installed in plenums must be listed and labeled for that purpose, or it must be installed in accordance with specific requirements designed to minimize the risk of fire and smoke propagation. One option for installing a transformer in a plenum space is to enclose it in a fire-rated enclosure. The enclosure must be specifically designed and tested for this purpose and must meet all applicable building codes and electrical codes. The enclosure should be constructed of non-combustible materials and should be sealed to prevent the entry of smoke and fire. Another option is to install the transformer outside of the plenum space. This may require rerouting air ducts or modifying the building structure. However, it is often the safest and most cost-effective solution. Regardless of the approach you choose, it is essential to consult with a qualified electrical engineer and local building officials to determine the specific requirements for your application. They can help you assess the risks and develop a solution that complies with all applicable codes and regulations. Improper electrical installations can have serious consequences, including fire, electric shock, and property damage. It is always best to err on the side of caution and seek professional guidance. Consider the potential consequences of non-compliance. Installing a non-plenum rated transformer in a plenum space can result in fines, legal penalties, and even criminal charges. More importantly, it can put building occupants at risk of injury or death. If a fire occurs, the rapid spread of smoke and flames could create a life-threatening situation. In addition to the legal and safety risks, there are also potential financial consequences to consider. Insurance companies may deny coverage for damages caused by improper electrical installations. This could leave you liable for significant repair costs. Here are a few real-world examples of the dangers of non-plenum rated materials in plenum spaces. 1. A fire in an office building was caused by a faulty electrical transformer that was installed in a plenum space. The transformer was not plenum rated, and it quickly ignited nearby combustible materials. The fire spread rapidly through the plenum space, filling the building with smoke and forcing the evacuation of hundreds of employees. Several people were injured in the fire, and the building sustained significant damage. 2. A school was forced to close after a routine inspection revealed that non-plenum rated cables had been installed in the plenum space above the classrooms. The school was required to remove the cables and replace them with plenum-rated cables at a cost of thousands of dollars. The closure of the school disrupted classes and caused inconvenience for students and parents. 3. A hospital was fined by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, after it was discovered that non-plenum-rated materials had been used in the construction of the plenum space in the operating rooms. OSHA cited the hospital for violating workplace safety standards and ordered it to correct the violations immediately. The hospital was forced to spend a significant amount of money to bring its facilities into compliance with OSHA regulations. These examples illustrate the importance of using plenum-rated materials in plenum spaces. Non-plenum-rated materials can pose a serious fire hazard and can lead to significant financial and legal consequences. It is essential to consult with a qualified electrical engineer and local building officials to ensure that your installation complies with all applicable codes and regulations. Always prioritize safety and err on the side of caution. When evaluating whether a component needs to be plenum rated, consider the function and location of the space. For example, if the space is used to circulate air for the building's heating, ventilation, and air conditioning or HVAC system, then all materials and equipment installed in that space must be plenum rated. In addition to transformers and cables, other items that may need to be plenum rated include lighting fixtures, fire alarms, and communication systems. The specific requirements for plenum-rated materials and equipment will vary depending on the local building codes and electrical codes. However, the general principle is that all materials and equipment installed in plenum spaces must be tested and certified to meet certain fire safety standards. The testing process for plenum-rated materials and equipment typically involves subjecting the materials to a series of tests to determine their flame spread and smoke development characteristics. The materials must meet certain performance criteria in order to be certified as plenum-rated. There are several different organizations that provide testing and certification services for plenum-rated materials and equipment. These organizations include Underwriters Laboratories, or ALL, and Intertek. When purchasing plenum-rated materials and equipment, be sure to look for the certification mark of a reputable testing organization. This will ensure that the materials have been tested and certified to meet the required fire safety standards. In summary, the installation of a 45 kVA transformer in a plenum-rated ceiling is generally prohibited due to the materials within the transformer not meeting the strict fire safety standards required for plenum spaces. Prioritize safety and always adhere to local and national electrical codes.